Alright, just a little bit of bookkeeping before we start for the day. I upgraded the symbol, the whatever it's called, the icon for our company. It is now the black cat, because fitting. So, we have the Whitworth and Stiletto still being worked on. Dead Shane is injured, but we are going to drop regardless.
Greetings, Commander.
And here we have a battle against a heavy lance. It's the Lyrans, okay. That's one option. Here we have a blackout, and it's against Comstar. I'm not confident about fighting Comstar yet. It is 729 salvage against Comstar, though. That could potentially get us some really nice upgrades. But it's Comstar. Then again, this is a heavy lance of Lyrans. So, 2 skull heavy lance, we could very easily be fighting heavy mechs. Whereas, Comstar is more likely to drop more smaller mechs. And if we can kill a mech, that takes a lot of firepower off the board. I mean, with the current rating of our pilots, that's a big if, but do we get overwhelmed? 6 mechs per lance. But it's a blackout, so if there's a support lance, that's 6 mechs. If there's a drop on the first checkpoint, that's 6 mechs. And then if there's an assault or an ambush, which it's almost always, I think it's always going to be one or the other, that's 6 units at the end. So that's up to 18 units. Whereas, no, not that one, that one. The heavy lance is guaranteed to be a heavier lance. So that's 4. Possibly above our weight class. If there's reinforcements, that's another 4. And if there's a support lance, that's another 4. So 12 versus 18. Potentially. Although if there's just one lance here, it's going to be heavier mechs. It's going to be more valuable mechs. Whereas here, if it's no support lance, turrets, 1 lance, then it's going to be 6 smaller, weaker units. Although they'll have better tech in them, so the salvage will be nicer. I think we go for the blackout, and we gamble it. I mean, worst case scenario, we get wiped. Alright, so Dead Shane is injured. That means we're bringing Loki. He has evasion ignore. So that might be good enough. Right? Because Wraith doesn't have reckless. No, Wraith doesn't have reckless. So he has a +2 to hit, basically. Which is better than having 4 gunnery, I think. And we put him on the sentry because the Arctic Fox, I don't remember how much evasion it generates, but I don't want to risk lowering it any. Reckless, the max evasion only comes into play if we were going to generate 6 evasion. I don't think the Arctic Fox generates 6 evasion. What is the sentry carrying? It's PPCs. I want the PPCs to hit. That'll scramble sensors and that'll give us some defense. And then of course Varrock stays in the Mongoose, Magpie stays in the Gauntlet. I know switching the Mech Warriors around is kind of like messing up Affinity early game, but we're going to try to cycle these guys out quickly to try to get more armor, basically. More meat on our bones. And Magpie is building up Affinity with the Gauntlet, which is the only mech we're going to keep around for any length of time. She's already at 3. The Gauntlet is at 20, +1 defense and melee defense. At 40, another +1 defense and crit resist. So very defensive medium mech. You love to see it. That's going to be very helpful once we hit mid-game. For now, yes, I know. I really wish I could turn this message off. It's literally going to be every mission. Alright, here we go. Rolling the dice. Best case scenario. Absolute best case scenario. There's no support lance, and there's nothing at the first site. Or turrets. I would happily fight turrets at the first site. But having 12 Comstar units is going to be rough. So here's hoping. I'm actually going to be able to trigger next turn with my tanks. Or maybe not. Can I trigger it?
Ready for orders.
Standing by.
Yes, I can. Alright.
No problem. On my way.
So we got 6 evasion. What is the situation? Okay. Literal best case scenario. We are going to be fighting 1 Lance of Comstar mechs.
Certainly.
Which, I mean, that's also kind of bad because that means all the value for the entire 2-skull mission is in 1 Comstar Lance. Uh-oh.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Consider it done.
In any case, I will cut to activating the second point.
Acknowledged.
Alright, and this should activate the point. So, what do we got? Defend base, alright. Cool. The mongoose. The mongoose is going to just kind of get in position over here, I think. And the plainsman, this is the LRM plainsman, so can I get somewhere and not be, not have my back to the enemies? That would be nice. Alright, so we have turrets helping us. We have our 6 units versus their 6 units. Fair fight. What do they have? I see an Owens, a Hitman. Alright, that's not bad. Some medium lasers and some missiles. Okay. I see a Mongoose. I see a Cyclone. Another Owens. And a Mech. Okay.
Commander.
So we found the mechs, and actually I'm going to let them go first. Only the Hitman has moved so far.
Awaiting orders.
I can't get a line on him, right? Obstructed. What's our hit chances like anyway? Okay, we actually have good hit chances. Cool. So Loki's evasion ignore is offsetting his three gunnery. Stealth Owens, shooting building. Love to see it. 3 light PPCs with capacitator? So it has 2 energy and it fired 6 times. Also, wow, those hit chances are garbage. Stealth early game. Oof. Gonna just let them all go before I figure out where I want to position everyone. So this is tricky. I mean, they definitely have the firepower to take out the buildings if I don't kill them quickly enough. But I think if I don't hit them, like on a unit per unit basis, I think if I don't hit them, they'll just focus the buildings, so I can just dismantle them one at a time. And this Stealth Owens, with 6 PPC shots. Oh, jeez, that's a charge. No, it's a death from above. Or is it just a charge? Oh, that miss was important. It was on the gauntlet, no less.
Waiting for orders.
So he's unsteady because his charge failed. Or because his death from above failed, or whatever. I think I saved the gauntlet for last. And I only used the gauntlet against the Palka if nothing else killed it. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think that is actually the play. Oh, I'm so glad that missed. Especially since it was targeting our gauntlet. That was risky. That was dangerous.
Waiting for orders.
Okay. Do I turn my backs to the enemies? No.
Got it. No shooting. Just running.
Not as much evasion as I would like on the mongoose. But at least it was just the light, the small laser that hit the gauntlet.
Good to go.
So I'm seeing the problem with my plan of using the gauntlet last. Any backstrike against the Palka is going to potentially stray shot the gauntlet. On the bright side, this is our LRM. Oh, is that another stealth Owens and I just don't know that it's stealth? Or is that just the hit chances for the Plainsman? Oh boy. What do I do? I think I go for the Palka. And I think I hotload the LRMs. Because I can't really get a good LRM shot. And there we go. That's a kill.
One more for the kill board.
And I think that was, yeah. LRM-15 misfired, but it's fine because we didn't have any hit chance worth taking even with it not misfiring, so. Alright, so they have a lot of evasion. A lot.
How might I help?
Okay, his hit chance is better. Okay. What do I do here? So the Palka showed that I'm not safe. They're not just going to focus the buildings.
Yes, Commander.
So I had not shot at him, and he still charged me. Which means I think I'm most worried about this Owens here in the front, because he can charge me. So I think I'm going to try to shoot him, despite the less than stellar hit chances. You know what? I'm probably going to miss anyway, so maybe I offensive push here. I mean, the hit chances are garbage regardless, but this would push him back, potentially giving me initiative next round. If I have a unit that has less than 11s, hey, you know what? I'm so happy the PBC hit.
Standing by.
That's about the best I could hope for. 2.9. 1.2. Wow. Okay then. Alright, well, I think we found our offensive push unit. Okay, 14.7s. Down to 1.2. That's fine. Oh, and he has AMS? Yeah, that's the perfect unit to use to push his initiative back.
What can I do for you?
Now this, yeah, I was about to say, we should have a pretty good hit chance here. I would really like 2 evasion and cover. But that kind of wrecks our hit chance. 35-55 versus 27-42.
Coordinate
Yeah,
receipt.
staying out of cover with the gauntlet. Do I go acid or do I go for hit chance? It's 48 versus 35, so 13% hit chance, but no acid debuff and less damage against armor. I think I go acid. And I hope. And I cross my fingers. Okay, we have him open. And we have artillery turret on our team. Alright. So don't get close to them. Noted. I actually do not want to hit him in the back because I've already hit him in the side. Oh jeez, these hit chances. Do I shoot somebody else? Like the mongoose in the back. I mean, I have about the same hit chance shooting the mongoose in the back as I do shooting the other people. However, if I hit the mongoose in the back, that's very close to a kill, actually. Very close to taking a side torso off with just one UAC-5 shot. Here goes nothing. Everything missed. Alright. It's fine.
That's a miss.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're going great. We almost have this Owens down.
Yes, Commander.
And as soon as the Owens goes down... 15s, 17s versus 13s, 15s. I mean... I'm really not getting nearly enough evasion with my mongoose. But it's our sacrificial lamb, so... it's fine. Please take off that side torso.
Locking in all weapons.
Okay. Owens, pretty sure all Owens run
Negative
XLs.
damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
So if we can take that side torso, the mech drops. Also, I just realized he still has 18 initiative despite the offensive push. Well then. But he's ignoring me and going for buildings. Actually, he's not even shooting. Okay.
I hear ya.
I feel like I'm missing something here. That's a kill.
Got it.
That has to be a kill, right? And he has such thin armor, I'm actually just gonna go LK. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a kill.
Attack the shot.
Or just a side torso.
Want some more? Huh?
It's fine. And now we have our bushwhacker too close to them because now the cyclone is going to... Okay, it's just a kick. Just a kick, not a charge. Just a kick. That's
Nice
fine.
try.
Although we are unsteady now.
Commander?
Speaking of unsteady, so is the mongoose.
I'm there.
I know the Arctic Fox has literally no evasion, but if this is a kill, which it is,
Enemy
Good.
eliminated.
Reporting.
okay, our sentry is actually going to get into the side torso. No, it's not. Those hit chances are awful. You know what? I have nothing else to shoot
Roger.
with the sentry, so I might as well roll the dice. Okay, his arm's open now. Pretty sure it's arm. Yeah.
What's up, boss?
And now we can go in. 8.5, 4.7 from the front. Or, if we hotload again, 8.5, 10.4 from the side.
Roger.
Let's do it. I see this Plainsman's LRM exploding a lot in the future. But since hotloading does not, I don't believe, cause it to actually explode,
That hit something good.
since I'm pretty sure it just gets destroyed and it gets repaired automatically every mission.
Heading out.
This is a kill, right? But yeah, there's no reason not to hotload the LRM if we're not going to be able to get long-range shots all mission. Okay, he is still alive. Turret's doing some work. Good. Only one turret fired. Not as good. Okay. I'm going to backstrike the Cyclone, hopefully not hitting the Gauntlet. And I'm going to do it with an offensive push. Wait, do I have anyone else? Okay, if I offensive push, he gets knocked down to 15, which both my Arctic Fox and Gauntlet are 15. The Owens is turn 16. Which means the Owens is going to go, and then one of my units gets to activate. So yes, I offensive push here.
Let's see how you like this.
Okay. It's fine. I shouldn't have gone. The backstrike is a bait. I actually have to be worried about this, these two guys coming in behind our base like that. Now I'm able to move and shoot with the Gauntlet. I don't have enough for Vigilance, do I? I do, barely. I go Vigilance. And I go Acid. And hopefully get a kill. Beautiful. The Vigilance was overkill, but again, right now I'm completely relying on my Bushwhacker to carry me through the early game. If I lose the Bushwhacker, I have problems.
What's the plan?
I mean, is stealth really that strong? I have 28. Oh, because of minimum range. Minimum range is the reason. Okay.
Have no doubt, it will be done.
That should be a kill.
Good to go.
Alright. Stealth mech down.
Tango down.
Standing by.
I cannot get an angle on the other Owens. But I can shoot the Hitman. From downtown. I'm not gonna risk jamming.
No love on that strike.
Just because the hit chance
Got
wasn't
something you
worth
want
it.
done?
Okay, so turning off hot loading. For evasion with a move. Beautiful hit chance for no apparent reason. Okay, did he just like stand and shoot last round and I didn't notice?
Here it comes.
Yeah, I don't know why my hit chance like magically got better. Unless the turret sensor locked him and I just wasn't paying attention.
Standing by.
That's entirely possible. Okay.
On it.
For evasion, moving for best hit chance.
Fire full weapon.
Yeah, the turrets must have sensor locked him or something.
Take that.
My hit chance went up so much. And he's on the ground. He's not going to get another turn. Beautiful. Wait a second. The other Owens, I think it said Pharaoh Stealth got destroyed. But the Pharaoh Stealth has location, like one slot in each location. So it was just the arm and right torso Pharaoh that got destroyed. There's a chance there's going to be Pharaoh Stealth on the ground. Which is just an objective upgrade for any mech running Pharaoh. Or especially for any mech not running Pharaoh yet.
Firing full complement on enemy.
Not enough. Hitman coming back into the fight. Doing nothing.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Questionable. And our gauntlet's running a little hot, so
Pedal to the metal.
it's good we're getting a cooldown turn.
You have orders?
Yeah. Kill this Owens. Actually, no. I'm gonna kill the Owens with our tanks. Shoot at this guy.
Nothing on target.
Actually hit with the peep.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. Yeah, I think the plan is focus the Hitman and hit the Owens with my LRM vehicle. That's still a horrible hit chance.
All weapons.
One hit. I'll take it.
Orders?
He's not quite unsteady yet. So again, LRM Plainsman trying to finish off the Owens. I think I'm too far for the SRMs though. No, I am. I am in range for the SRMs.
Everything I've got.
So yeah, that was basically a guaranteed kill because all I needed was one LRM to connect with side torso.
Receiving you.
If we can panic the Hitman out, I would totally take a Hitman. And he's unsteady in time for the turrets. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful. They might even get a knockdown. Unless they... Okay. Alright. Knockdown. And this mission is won. He's only unsettled
Standing
though,
by.
so let's just kill him. No
Copy
sense
that.
playing with our food. I really wish I knew what was in his center torso. You know what?
Here
Wait a
it
second. Hold on a
Target
minute.
eliminated.
Is a Hitman a medium mech or is it a light mech? I thought it was a medium.
Mission successful.
Yeah, I was looking at the structure values and that didn't look like a medium mech. So, yeah, we took minimal damage. I'll take it. They want the Owens and Polka parts. I'm fine with that. They want to give me vehicular DNI and tracker sensors. As well as Jump Jet Improved. I actually would take Jump Jet Improved if I got them randomly. Okay, so what is our priority here? Also, the Hitman's a 30-ton. For some reason, I thought it was a medium mech. But what is our priority here? Pirate light PPCs plus capacitator. That's why they each fired 3 times. Yeah, except unlike the regular light PPC plus capacitor, these explode when they crit, or when they jam. Clan pulse lasers. Like, they have really good range and super high accuracy. The heat is a problem, but if we're using it to supplement like a missile build, if we're using them to supplement like a missile build or a ballistic build, those are actually really good. We can manage the heat quite easily. Tag would really help early game. Am I actually taking a tag? Laser and protos. tracker sensors. We're probably, hopefully, going to get some tracker sensors randomly because there's so many of them. Rangefinder. Yeah, that's the early game. Everything is good. I literally want everything. Energy accuracy. Okay. Fire control energy accuracy. Absolutely. Do we have Indo on all of our mechs? Because that's really good for saving some tonnage. AR-12 Sheath Beacon is a no-brainer. The better our EWS early game, the better we hit things, and the better we not get hit. So, it's both an offensive and defensive pick. I think I actually take one of the tags here. Also because that's a ton and a slot that we can put into a hotter mech to reduce the heat a little bit and to give it, you know, more effect on the battlefield. Guardian ECM, again, going with defense here. Laser Insulator, which will help with the pulse lasers, because it's half a ton for 3 heat and 5% less heat generated by lasers. So if I put it on the same mech as these pulse lasers, then, let's see, that's 2 heat. So it's actually 5 heat it's dropping, basically, for half a ton, which is great. Or do I go for the rangefinder instead of the Guardian ECM? I think I do, because head components are safer. Like the AR-12 Sheath Beacon, if we get cored, if we get a side torso destroyed on an XL mech, it's safe, because it's in the head. However, if we ever punch out, we lose the AR-12 Sheath Beacon. But honestly, since I'm playing with lethality to low and 100% recovery chance, I have no reason to punch out. It's basically the one little out that I gave myself for this playthrough is I don't have to worry about punching out and reducing my firepower to try to save a mech. I can just let it explode and rebuild it. I'm passing on the protos partially because I don't have the kit. And I'm passing on the tracker sensors because I'm probably going to get a couple randomly. Sentinel sensor is also really, really good. Like, it helps everyone hit better. Is it better than the tag? Is it better than the tag? So, it goes in the sensor slot. It weighs 3 tons instead of 1. But, it gives the unit it's on increased sight and sensor. It gives the unit it's on the ability to counter ECM and stealth by 2, which really helps with hit chance, especially early game. The bonus of 2 to sensor detection increases the sensor roll for the unit it's on, as well as giving better information to allies. The detecting minefields, it's kind of whatever because, yeah. Unless we're getting hit with mines, that doesn't matter at all. But the C3 system is the really interesting part. The enemies receive a sensor ping, increased visibility signature, and allies receive increased sight and sensor. So if we have that on one of our midline units, it's literally buffing hit chance for everyone. As long as everyone stays within 210 meters. And then, if the enemy's getting close, it increases our hit chance even further on them. Versus the tag that has to actually hit. It does have evasion, ignore, and accuracy, and it does give flat accuracy in addition to increasing sensor checks. but I think the Sentinel sensor is better specifically because our mech warriors are kind of trash at landing shots. Alternatively, I could go defensive and take the Guardian ECM. There's also a Beagle Probe, but the Beagle Probe mostly just helps the mech it's on. I could go tag Beagle Probe instead of the small and medium pulse lasers. But accuracy plus damage. But then again, heat. I think I dropped the small pulse. And I take a tag. Do I? Because if the tag hits, in combination with the Sentinel sensor, in combination with the Air 12 sheath beacons, our hit chance is going to skyrocket. And again, the Beagle Probe would only help the unit it's on, for the most part. Whereas the Sentinel sensor helps everyone, and the tag helps everyone. So, that's how we're doing it. Let's see what we get randomly. All the mech parts, love to see it. Bolt-on tandem rockets. I mean, it's a free weapon system that generates no heat. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna put that on the Mongoose. Shaft countermeasures, I think that's gonna find a place on one of my light or medium mechs, definitely. Light PBC with Capacitator Pirate, I do not like because it explodes. Intech lasers... 12 damage? Like, no. But we got 2 tags. Excellent. Small cockpit, not a fan. It saves a ton, but the hit to gunnery is so hard. We got an Indo. Fire control headshot is not worth it, in my opinion. Standard fire control. We got one of the improved jump jets. Lamb booster pack. Okay. We got the laser. We got both patchwork. That is exceptional. Sensor basic. And we got 2 of the vehicular DNIs. We did not get any of the Sentinel. I mean, yeah, no, not Sentinel. The tracker sensors. So that's unfortunate. But vehicular DNI is so good early game. So good. Okay, we got some mechs to build. Alright, so 25,000 3 days. That was an incredibly lucky mission. The fact that there was nothing at the first point really helped. Because Comstar is something that, like, it's a beehive you really don't want to kick. Gauntlet 3 days, Arctic Fox 1 day. Okay.
Network orders complete, boss.
Immediately going to engineering. Starting the beta pods so we can have more mech warriors.
I'll get the team on it right
Especially since we're putting D&I in light mechs. Because D&I, as soon as the structure gets breached, it injures the pilot. Or, you know, once they get through the armor, the pilot gets an injury. So, for example, this 30 armor arm, if it gets hit by more than a medium laser, then the pilot's going to get an injury as soon as structure gets hit. However, the counterpoint here... Where is it? Vehicular D9. The counterpoint here is allows moving after shooting, so we no longer have the accuracy penalty from moving or sprinting. -1 recoil, which brings the UAC-2 or UAC-5 to 0 recoil as long as we have a military mech warrior in it. Gives +2 extreme range, +1 long, medium, and minimum range accuracy. So just objectively more accuracy. +1 initiative when active. Oh, it doesn't give regular... We have no reason to ever activate it. Because the range accuracy, I'm pretty sure the bonus accuracy is just period. It's not when it's active. So, the only benefits of activating it is the initiative and the evasion pips. Which, I thought, maybe it used to. Maybe they changed it because it was too strong. Because unless I'm confused, unless I'm remembering incorrectly, I'm pretty sure it used to give you +1 max and just +1 evasion and max while it was active. Regardless, that weighs an extra ton. I was about to say that is perfect for this situation, but that weighs an extra ton. How do we get a ton out of this mech? I mean, specifically, the vehicular DNI is great with the UAC-5 because of the reduced recoil. Do we trade damage potential for accuracy here? So if we drop the medium laser, which also allows us to drop the Omni lower so we have a spare, we lose 25 damage, but we gain a bunch of accuracy and recoil reduction with our primary weapon, which makes it more accurate, and the ability to shoot after moving. I mean, move after shooting, which gives us even more. Like, it makes this super accurate. And then we put the AR-12 sheath beacon on, which gives us even more accuracy, especially against, like stealth and ECM units. Or no. The AR-12 is not effective against stealth, it doesn't look like. Huh. It must be the AR-24 I'm thinking of. In that case, would the Sentinel sensor be better? This gives us ECM shield, which reduces the enemy's ability to destroy us. And it doesn't weigh anything extra. Yeah, we use the AR-12 here. Absolutely. So our shield side is better at being a shield side now. Yeah, I think that's about all we need to do. I think that's perfect. Oh, we have heat left over because we dropped the medium laser. Does this work? Oh no, the medium ER pulse is 2 tons. And we didn't get the small ER pulse. Small clan ER pulse laser has very similar damage and similar range to the medium laser, but they have +1 accuracy and evasion ignore. But we did not get it. We did not get it. And there's no way that medium ER pulse is better than medium improved heavy and medium. Although we totally throw chaff countermeasures on so that we can scramble the enemy accuracy. Because this thing is going to definitely be going for the big stompies. The strongest, scariest mechs are going to be getting tapped by the UAC-5. 100%. So being able to also drop chaff on them is important. And this thing does not want to get in too close because it has a minimum range and because it's squishy. If they get behind me, I explode. 100%. So I want to keep this thing mid to long range at all times. I think the only way we upgrade this anymore is if we get another medium improved heavy. So that would be an extra 17 heat. So we'd be at 69, which would be fine. Yeah, I think another medium improved heavy is the only way we upgrade this, other than, like, advanced optics. I would love to have advanced optics on all of my mechs. Yeah, I think that's how we do it. That is the new Arctic Fox. Alright. We traded one medium laser for a ton of accuracy. It's gonna be glorious. The Sentry, I'm really not happy with this thing's accuracy. Like, yeah, it was also partially because the Mech Warrior only had 3 gunnery. But he also had evasion ignore. We already have Indo in it. I absolutely should have grabbed that Guardian ECM. Because without any kind of ECM, we can't use the NSS. And the NSS would be good on this thing. Do we replace the medium laser and the small pulse with the Clan ER pulse? So that's 25 damage and 15. So that's 40 damage. And that's 39. But it's more reliable. And that actually frees up the small pulse laser to put on something else. Alternatively, we replace the SRM-2 with an SRM-4. What else would I put the medium pulse laser on? Probably whatever also gets the tag. The Gauntlet I'm completely happy with as is. I can't think of anything I would want to add to that right now. Let's actually wait for everything to be up. I think so. If I deny the shore leave here, then Wraith gets low spirits, and I think I lose morale. If I grant shore leave, Wraith has a chance to be injured. But we're not using her right now anyway. And if I pay the 25,000 C-bills, I think I gain morale. Oh no. Wraith gained cautious. Wow. I kinda... Actually, no. That's fine. Wraith is the athletic military. So I put her on a mech that I don't want to explode. And if she gets injured, she has 5 health. So it's fine that she's cautious. I can't use her early game. Like, I can't afford to use her till my mechs get more, better equipment. But that's fine, because we are about to finish the beta pod and we can hire other mech warriors that we can use in the meantime.
Hey boss,
Alright.
we've just completed those upgrades.
So hiring hall, instantly. with no hesitation. Corsair, ex-military Lucky, hiring.
New mech warriors available.
Foxtrot already has focus fire. And is ex-military. And is commander, which higher lance resolve means more offensive pushes and more vigilance. I mean, she's not a terrible interim pilot.
Commander.
Ex-military mech warrior criminal. And noble, but eh.
Awaiting orders.
Paradise, ex-military mech warrior dishonest technician.
Aye, aye.
Orders.
I'll hire some people if I need them. But in the meantime, let's go skill up our new hire.
Standing by.
Who was it? It was...
Orders.
Corsair.
Ready for orders.
Welcome to the team.
Mech warrior training complete.
Everyone's probably in pretty high spirits after the last several missions, so he has no idea what's in store for him. Head over to engineering.
I've got some things to update
Get
you
Mech
on,
Bay
boss.
2 operating at 100% efficiency.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Whitworth.
Nice to see you.
The Whitworth is potentially where I'm going to put the tag. Oh, Stiletto. Stiletto has multi-track. Stiletto has multi-track. And a support hardpoint. Okay. And we have Indo. Beautiful. Here is your tag. And here is your sentinel sensor. So now, much more able to hit stealth targets. And the stealth targets will be tagged, which will make everyone else more likely to hit them. That is beautiful. I replaced the MML with the SRM-4. Drop the half-ton of LRM ammo. No, it does not have enough accuracy for the medium pulse. I mean, enough heat for the medium pulse. Out of curiosity, does the Sentinel sensor count as ECM? I don't think it does. No. No, Sentinel sensor is just a probe. We also have the fire control energy we need to put on somebody. And I actually put the vehicular DNI here to give the tag more accuracy. Because if the tag hits, everyone hits. And again, I'm pretty sure as long as I never turn it on, we don't have to worry about the getting damaged from structure being open or armor being opened. I think that's how we do it. It's a pity vehicular DNI doesn't give night vision as well. I could also go light engine here. But that only frees up a ton, so that's what, a medium laser? No, it's not worth investing the light engine into this mech. No, I think I just shave off 0.38 tons of armor. something like that. So we really don't care if we lose that side torso. If somebody gets behind us and just all that happens is it blows off that side torso, we're perfectly fine with that. All we lose is an SRM-4. Yeah. That's a build. Our stiletto is now really good at acquiring targets.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
So we have target acquisition there. The Arctic Fox has the vehicular DNI and the Air 12. Gauntlet, just looking good in general. Because the cockpit risk gives guts and tactics. Tactics helps get accuracy. Also adds armor and structure, so we're less likely to get headshot. Or at least killed with a headshot. And it gives bonus sensor detection, so... The fire control with the evasion ignore and the electronic warfare stuff is the reason the Gauntlet always has such a good hit chance. The Sentry. I have just what you want, Mr. Sentry. I have just what you want. Fire control, energy accuracy. Do we also put the rangefinder on the Sentry? I think we do. And the flak fire control? -1 recoil, +1 evasion ignore, and +20% crit. Hold on a second. +1 evasion ignore is just better than +1 accuracy. We're gonna look at the Arctic Fox again. Didn't even know I had that. And yeah, so we just boosted accuracy by 2 and gunnery by 1. Which actually kind of makes me want to drop the SRM-2 in favor of the... Put the light PVC over there, medium ER pulse, which makes us run a little hot. A little bit. 11 heat delta. But we don't have another double heatsink, we just have another double heatsink kit. However, we do have the laser insulator, which actually doesn't help much because we're running double P. I mean, +2 accuracy, +1 accuracy, and +1 evasion ignore. That would be a very accurate medium pulse. What if we use cooling pods? Too heavy. Too heavy. We're already using a heat bank. Is it just too hot? We can turn stuff off.
This is an all-ship announcement. At our next port call, we'll be taking on a new objective. If you're up for shortly.
I'm actually even going to drop the heatsink, or the heat bank plus, for the heat bank double plus. Slightly more heat per turn, so 6 heat per turn versus 8 heat per turn. Which brings our delta to 9. Wait, what? What? Heat sinking 66. Heat sinking 66. Weird. Huh. Well, it's supposed to be an extra 2 heat per turn. But apparently not. But I think that's how we run it. A little bit toasty, but that's fine. It has a tag now, so even if it doesn't do great hitting, it'll make other people more accurate. And with 2 tags on the Lance, we should have much better hit chances. And we're upgrading the small pulse laser to a medium ER. So the SRM2 is 20, small pulse is 35. We're also upgrading the damage by 4. So there is an argument to be made for dropping the medium laser, which is 25 damage, for the small pulse, which is 15, but has the bonus accuracy and evasion ignore. However, the medium laser has double the range, max 360 instead of max 180. And we want this thing to hang back. It's got PPCs, which have a minimum range, 90 meters, so we would always be within the minimum range of the PPC if we were in the optimal range of the small pulse. But that does open up the small pulse for a different mech. Alright, our Sentry is good now. Well, early game good. Still doesn't have any electronic warfare in it.
When that's done.
Arctic Fox is just great. Just great. It's got engine heat sinks. It's got chaff countermeasures. It's overcooling. Has a significant alpha strike. Has a shield side. Bunch of accuracy in the head. That's right, I was looking at it for this. The fire control flak is 1 evasion ignore, -1 recoil. The vehicular DNI is +1 to 2 accuracy, -1 recoil. So the fire control flak is actually better. Unless we were ever going to turn this on and get the +1 initiative and +1 evasion. I would love to have another rangefinder. But I think having the rangefinder on the mech with the fire control energy as well as the tag makes sense. Oh, and we have another ton. And we have another ton. Medium laser in the center torso. Heat delta of 1, I'll take it. There we go. So we even got our medium laser back. Same accuracy bonus or better, and we got our medium laser back. That is beautiful. The gauntlet, I really can't think of anything I would want to do to it anytime soon. It's just good. Like, flat out, it's just good. I mean, oh, that is a heat. I was about to say I would replace this with an engine heat sink, but that is an engine heat sink. It's emergency coolant and an extra double heat sink. That's cool. So the Radical activates when above 90 and is minus 25 heat per turn. The Emergency Coolant System activates when above 120 and is minus 25 heat per turn. So if we're over 120, we're actually cooling 50 heat per turn because of those two. So that means we're effectively immune to heat damage. Unless they're dumping a lot of it. Like, if they're hitting us with all of the Inferno in the world, then yeah, we're in trouble. But if it's just a little bit of Inferno, we're actually fine. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with the gauntlet as is. Just leave it the way it is until it explodes, and then worry about changing it. And then there's the mongoose. And then there's the mongoose. I'm gonna replace the medium laser with the small pulse laser. And I'm gonna give it tandem rockets. It's a filthy little backstabber. So now it's a slightly more accurate but lower damage filthy little backstabber. But now it also has tandem rockets. So, yeah. I think that's it. I don't really want to invest anything else into this thing. It is going to explode. It's just a matter of time. It has a rangefinder? Wow. And recon sensors. Wow. That's amazing.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
So the Arctic Fox is getting a rangefinder in addition to its fire control flak, and it already has an AR-12. Recon counters ECM stealth by 1, bonus of 1 to sensor detection, and ECM shield of 1. AR-12 is just better in every way. The reason I was looking is because AR-12 would allow me to use the NSS on a different mech. This mech, I need the Pharaoh. Otherwise, I'd have to completely rebuild it. In order to use the UAC-5, I need the tonnage from the Pharaoh, even though it's only 1 ton, actually. Hang on a second. It's only 1 ton. Would stealth be better protection than less than a full ton of armor? Alternatively, I can have both. So this is 1 slot per location, I think. So I need to move 1 safe ammo, I guess, to arm. It's highly unlikely to explode. Actually, I'll give it some more protection. It's in the side torso. It has 95% reduced explosive potential. We're relying entirely... Oh, no. No, actually, I would... That's a terrible idea. That's a less terrible idea. So, the primary benefit of putting ammo in the legs, in case I haven't explained it and you've been watching me all this time for, you know, questioning that... In order for the ammo explosion to reach center torso, it has to go completely through the side torso. Because whenever extra damage is dealt to the leg past blowing it off, it goes to the side torso, then to the center torso. As compared to if you have it in the center or in the side torso, it can transfer to the center torso very easily. Same with putting ammo in the arms, but in this situation, I actually, since I don't have the medium laser in the arm anymore, I'm actually gonna buff up the leg armor a little bit. And then I put in the NSS. And I buff up the leg armor even more. And why do I... Oh, that's right, because I saved a ton. I didn't put the medium laser back. But you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with this thing not having that extra medium laser, but instead having stealth. And I can even afford more back armor now. I think I would rather lose center torso than side torso if I get backstruck. Because center torso is almost all omni stuff. I would lose the NSS and the double heat sink. Just in case they get behind me, I do not want to lose this side. Calculated risk. But yeah, the NSS, that should help a lot. Harder to hit by 2 at medium, 4 at long, and 6 at extreme range. As well as plus 15% weapon heat generated and plus 10 heat per turn when active. We were overcooling to begin with. Now we're not overcooling as much. Is that actually reflected in this? I don't think it is. 52... 52, no. So we are running a little toasty, but that's fine because we can literally just turn off the medium improved heavy every 3rd round or whatever. Or we can replace the medium improved heavy with just a medium. We'll look at the heat. We'll see how the heat buildup is as is, and then adjust from there. Because that is 15% increased, which, since we only have an alpha strike of 52, we have a heat bank. That helps. So yeah, again, we have an alpha of 52, so 15% is about 7. So that puts us at 59, and then we're generating 10 heat per turn, which puts us at 69, which means with the heat bank, we have a heat delta of 3. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
I am so happy with that. Alright, so 4 days the Stiletto and Sentry are done. 2 days Whitworth and Mongoose, 1 day Arctic Fox. I think we're just going to wait for them all and go through the financial report.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
One concern with upgrading our mechs so much this early before we have a stockpile of equipment.
Are online, Commander.
If we bumped ourselves up to 1.5 star rated, that means the next mission's going to be 3. Which is slightly dangerous.
What brings you down here, Commander?
Get training modules 2 online.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Get our mech warriors more experience so that hopefully they don't fail horribly.
Wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Go into the barracks.
Orders? How's it going?
Dead Shane's up to 4s.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I'm here.
Exodus can get his first point. He is military mech warrior command experience. What has he been in? He's been in one of the tanks. Escapist. Confirm.
Training complete.
Alright. So that's one of our tanks that can now get 7 or possibly 8 evasion.
What's the plan?
Loki, 4 gunnery, finally.
Mech warrior training complete.
Magpie. I really want to get gunnery, actually. We should never put our gauntlet in the position where it's going to melee. Although that does also give melee defense. And less initiative randomness. But I think reducing jam chance and increasing accuracy at the same time is very important here.
Receiving you.
Popo, is he the other vehicle pilot? Yes, he is. Alright. Both of our vehicles now have escapist. Both of our hover tanks can now get 7+ evasion. 7 or 8 evasion.
I'm receiving you.
Ronan is up to 4s.
Training complete.
What's up, boss?
Varrock up to 4s.
Mech warrior training complete.
Orders?
Wraith is still terrible. XO
Wait,
is
your
still
command.
terrible. I think he can finally get to 3-2-2-2. But, there we go. Our team is leveled up. We can look at the command center and see what missions have been generated. I mean, fighting Comstar was very good at getting us good stuff. That's a defend base. I love defend base. I really do. I'm not going to play it right now. I just want to check and see if our... Ah, it has. If we drop the Arctic Fox and bring the Stiletto, we can still drop. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Next episode, we are going to do the 2-skull defend base. And then the following episode, or possibly if the defend base goes really fast somehow, possibly next episode, we will drop on a 3-skull mission. That's going to be rough. But we'll see if our rookie pilots can handle it. For now, that has been your episode of Roguetech. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.